Thank you so much, Marie. I acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we're gathering and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. I grew up on Byerley country. I want to just acknowledge Senator Claire Moore over there, who has been fighting this fight for many, many years, and just acknowledge her leadership and contribution to all of you, to the many faith communities who are represented here today and human rights groups. This is just so important to actually have a time on this day where people can meet and can make a positive statement to themselves, to each other, but to people here in Brisbane and more broadly, that we have zero tolerance to domestic violence. I think that we are probably all only too familiar with the statistics around domestic and family violence, that 1 to 2 women a week are killed in a domestic homicide, that 1 in 5 women over the age of 15 have suffered from domestic violence. The figures around sexual violence are even 1 in 5 women under the age of 15, and we know some of their even more confronting statistics. For women with intellectual disabilities, there is a 96% chance, that is 96, 4% under 100, there is a 96% chance that you have been sexually assaulted. And when I actually say those statistics to people, when I go around and speak, I can see the shock and horror in the audience that this is actually happening in Australia, because we think of ourselves as good people. But we've actually got to stop this, and we've actually got to say, this is the standard. This is the standard that we want in our society, where women are respected, where there is equality for women. And I genuinely believe that unless we have those, unless there is genuine gender equality, then we can only go so far with our fight against domestic violence and against sexual assault. The Queensland Government has, with many, many, many partners, and I want to acknowledge all of those people, and particularly the police, we have committed over $325 million to implementing Dame Quentin Bryce's Not Now, Not Ever recommendations. There are 121 of those for government over 6 years, and we've completed 95 of them in 2 years, and we're well on the way to the rest of them. And can I say, we could not do that without every single one of you here, without all of our partners, our police, our magistrates, our people who are working in domestic violence services, our teachers in our schools. Everyone right across Queensland is part of this, because it is everyone's responsibility. And I say to you, please, you are people who are not bystanders. But it is our job, every single one of us, whether we're in government, whether we're in groups, whether we are individuals with strong feelings about this, it is beholden on all of us to make sure that every single person around us is not a bystander as well. That they know, with those statistics, that they know there are people they know and love, victims or survivors of domestic violence, and we must all do one thing, at least one, put our hands out and say to those people, okay, do you need help? This is not okay. This is where you can go to get help. I had a journalist ask me earlier in the year, because the numbers are going up on domestic violence, people actually reporting offences, and he said to me, oh, the Queensland Government can't be doing very much when the numbers are going up. And I said to him, actually, I am, in a perverse way, quite pleased that the numbers are going up, because it means that more women are realising that what is happening to them is not okay, and that there are services available. And we need to make sure that those women are helped. We know that it doesn't matter what education you've had, what job you've had, what age you've had, where you live, that you are never safe from domestic and family violence. So in the short time I have here, I just want to say how wonderful it is that you have got together to do this. To Marie, to Wendy, all of the organisers, thank you so much for giving people an opportunity to make this statement, to send this message. We are all so important, each in our own unique spaces. We are so important in sending out that message, that we just won't put up with this. It's no, just no to domestic violence. So thank you.